Long ago, at the foot of the Himalayas, there lived a young man named Tenzin, who worked with his father, a humble old stone polisher. Each day they sat beside the stream, quietly sanding pebbles into rings, statues, and ornaments for the villagers. The work was repetitive. Dust filled their eyes, and their hands were rough with calluses. Yet Tenzin's father never once complained. Tenzin, however, was different. He was young, intelligent, and full of ambition. How can one find enlightenment by polishing stones all day? He wondered. Surely the true spiritual path lies in great monasteries, where wise monks teach profound truths and meditate in perfect silence. One day, Tenzin decided to leave the village in search of that deeper wisdom. He bowed to his father. I want to learn something greater, not just polish stones forever. His father smiled gently and replied, If you see light elsewhere, go. But if one day you see light within this stone, come back. At the monastery, Tenzin learned quickly. He meditated for hours, attended teachings, and filled notebooks with insights. But still, his mind was restless, filled with doubts, comparisons, and a growing frustration that he was no closer to peace. Then one morning, the head monk told him, From now on, you will not attend classes. Go to the temple garden and polish stones. Tenzin was stunned. But I came here to learn the Dharma, not to become a craftsman. The master simply replied, If you cannot find the Dharma in your hands, you will never find it anywhere. Left with no choice, Tenzin picked up his first stone. He worked begrudgingly, counting the hours. But something began to shift. Day after day, as he repeated the simple act of polishing, he began to notice small things. The sound of the stone touching water, his own breath as sweat formed on his skin, the moment the roughness of the stone turned smooth, and the growing silence in his mind, less complaining, more noticing. One morning, as the sunlight hit a freshly polished stone, Tenzin saw his reflection, calm, clear, and still. He stood quietly, surprised by what he saw. That night, Tenzin approached the master and bowed deeply. I understand now. I thought I had to seek enlightenment through grand teachings, but I found it today, in my own hands. The old monk smiled. When you can see the path in every pebble, every breath, every moment, you no longer need to search for it elsewhere. Months later, Tenzin returned to his village. His father was still sitting by the stream, polishing stones. Tenzin said nothing. He simply sat beside his father, picked up a stone, and began to polish. His father looked over and nodded. No one asked who had awakened, because both were doing the most important thing, being fully present with each movement of now. Enlightenment is not hidden in grand things. It lives inside simple acts, done with humility and deep attention. You don't become wise by polishing stones well. You become wise when polishing stones polishes your mind. The spiritual path doesn't begin at the monastery. It begins at the place your hands are already touching, if you are truly present.